Alright. This one's not bad. We're going to be pretty thorough with our clearing and stuff. I am a little bit afraid of Dark Templar, and of course Durian is going to be a little bit annoying. Simply because we have to move him about and make sure he doesn't kill anything. There's a ton of bases on this map, though. They're all very accessible by ground, and those are really the two big things that I look for in a Zerglings only map. There's a base right here. There's a base right here. Both of them have ground paths. And then after that, there is a base over here that I can take, and then a base down here that's got like 87 mineral patches on it. It is the biggest base in the history of the universe. Because on Shakuras, they've been playing big game hunters, apparently. I thought that was a Muta at first. I was like, come on, no. Not the 30-second Muta attack on the Protoss map. Yeah, I'm really just afraid of Duran killing something. Shakuras is playing SimCity. They absolutely are. I mean, look at this. If this isn't SimCity, I don't know what is. They have a freaking star of pylons. It would be kind of cool if there was a version of Protoss that like benefited from pylon chaining. I always thought that if you play multiplayer Protoss, you know that they have that slow warp-in mechanic where if you have a pylon next to a warp gate or a Uzumadinger Nexus, then it has a fast warp-in that's really, really quick. But if it's farther away, it has a slow warp-in. I always thought it would be cool if you could chain pylons to increase the distance of that. It wouldn't be a thing where you'd be able to like go across the map. It would cost way too much money to do it. But it would at least allow you to like make your base into a super pylon area, which would be pretty cool. Got it. Uh-oh. Wait a moment. We got Zerglings on the way. Turns out DTs do a lot of damage, though. I know that I'm the first person in history to have discovered this fact, but I thought I would share it with you guys. There we go. Huh? Okay. I mean, if he wants to live amongst us, he absolutely can. We have a pet. That's beautiful. Oh no, he broke free. Oh, that sucks. I was trying to move over here to give him more room so he wouldn't, but that made him very angry. He wanted to come play. Darn. Let's go grab an evolution chamber. And surprisingly, an evolution chamber. So yes, the objective of this mission is to move Duran to all 5 of these points. As Ace said in the comments, there is no Overlord drop on this mission, so it's not like you can go and kill this base, unfortunately. There's also no flying units. It is just all completely off limits, which is a shame. I think it'd be really fun to try to attack into Telemetros proper, but whoever made this mission was having none of that. They worked hard to make it. Hey. You're not 2 evolution chambers. Oh well. I don't know if we can afford 2 EVA chambers right now anyway. We don't have the gas. I'm just trying to balance my economy. Make sure that I have enough defenses for the next attack wave, because I know there's Reavers on this map. And if you don't have enough for Reavers early on, it's going to be a terrible, terrible day. And there's also scouts, so a couple spores is going to be necessary. I don't know if they attack with carriers at some point. I feel like they do, because this is kind of getting close to the end of the Brood War campaign, and if they don't attack with carriers, that would be honestly pretty sad. Follow Command Duran onto an Overlord. That's a good idea. I don't know if it actually works, but I'll do it. This here and here. I wonder if we're going to be able to finish the campaign today. I hope so. We're making some pretty good progress overall. However, these missions just tend to be grind fests. So. Oh, here he comes. The dank Templar. Oh, he's got a lot of friends. Target the DT first. Okay, I can't click on him because he's invisible and he has a cape. And yes, I did just justify my lack of mouse accuracy off of the fact that he has a cape. Honestly, Cape Simba. Please nerf. I need a layer. Hey, it does work. I'm gonna put him a little farther away, though. Where? It's like really hard to click units sometimes. Thank you, Drawn, for not firing a single shot there. I really appreciate that. We're gonna get a second hatch here because I'm a little afraid of this area being attacked and dying. And let's get 1-1. Because we're probably not beating the Zerg without it. I'm going to be a little bit greedy with my saturation, right? Okay. You guys can just live in that corner. Why not? That's definitely what I built drones for. Head up on over here. There we go. I'm still droning, and it's scaring me. I think this is a very risky decision, and I shouldn't be doing it because I feel like yeah, we're going to start Zergling production now. These early attacks have been fairly sizable, close to killing me. So I don't want anything to go bad. Like, if the DTs manage to live and kill through my army and I need to wait for reinforcements, there's a pretty good chance that they'll kill my spores. And then I'll remember that overlords are detectors, actually, so that's fine. I forgot about that. Thank you, Starcraft 1. Did I say thank you to Citron Dricka for the sub? I actually don't remember if I did or not, but thank you, Citron Dricka for the sub. Alright, I have 2 control groups. I have these bases. 2 seems like the magic number for being able to hold these attacks. Not like cleanly, but enough that I can justify working on my economy a bit. We're going to get a lot of hatches on this one. I learned my lesson from last time where I just could not keep up with the larva required. It's kind of interesting how larva as a mechanic is a lot more constrictive in StarCraft 1 than it is in StarCraft 2. Like, when you're going Ling Bane Muta in StarCraft 1, you need a lot of hatches to support it. However, in StarCraft 2, when you're doing it, queens are good enough, for the most part. Maybe 1 macro hatch. There's a lot of decisions that have to be made. No! I'm going to try to swing around the Dragoons first. I think we got this. Get our hive. And as soon as we're on top of that juicy Dragoon center, it just pops in your mouth. Delicious. Blue raspberry flavored. Set the rallies up here, actually. Slightly easier to manage. Thank you to Jay the Fox for the sub. How are we doing in terms of gas? We're not quite done with it. We're doing pretty well overall. These attacks are definitely holding me back. I would like to be a little bit more active on the map right now, but I definitely am feeling pressured by the Protoss, which is... I like it. I like the consistent, reliable pressure because those are the ones that, A, it feels more fun to fight against than just like the random LOL you die attack after a bunch of nothing. And it makes you think a little bit more. The ones that always kind of annoy me is just like the big bunches of nothing and then hit you with a death wave without any warning. I think that's a big problem a lot of custom campaigns have, though I have noticed that modders are getting a lot better about it. There's been a pretty drastically quick increase in quality on that regard, which I think is really cool. One, two, three. Oh, we gotta get these guys over. You know what, Mr. Zergling? You can be the guard. You're gonna keep them nice and safe. Oh, whoa, that's a lot of DTs. Might need overlord speed. Where'd the other ones go? Oh, here he is. Okay, the overlords and the Zergling, rather the overlords and the overseer, what is this called? Observer, are just going to, oh crap, no, no! That's where the other ones went. I knew there was more than two. No, no, no. Well, I'm gonna lose everything here. Maybe not, maybe not. Talametros. What a city. We're gonna start clearing this first area, and by that I mean I'm just gonna shove lings down their ramp, or it's up their ramp, I guess, until the Reavers run out of scarabs. Which is one of the times it's actually good to use the trickle-in line, is when you're fighting against Reavers, because there's not much you can do besides just run them out of stuff. Got a nice little group of drones over here. Oh, they got DTs in here too. That's not good. Are you out? You're out. Let's target these down, and hopefully they don't reinforce this area with a bunch of scary things. Like the Reavers. Because if I have to do that again, it'll be pretty brutal. If I have to do it just once, then I'm totally fine with the losses. Now we're going up to this base, which I don't know if it has any DTs. Oh, it does. They all have DTs. I just need to keep getting my upgrades and getting pneumatized. Oh, I have pneumatized carapace. It's vision range that I don't have. So I can actually bring detection this time. A little bit of a counterattack, no problem. Oh, there's DT. Where's my overlords? Oh, dude, they brought a lot. That was an expensive attack wave. I think I'm over-droning at this point. I gotta be careful. Overlords go this way, send all the lings through, and clean it all up. It looks like we had an overlord here already, so we can just finish everything off. Yeah, we definitely got the DTs that were there. Now we're going to head up to that north base and clear out the DTs that we're defending. And then we'll move on to this middle base and keep the tempo going. Because they do like to pull units from other bases to defend. That's just a Starcraft 1 AI type thing. Alright. I don't like this base. It's very tough to defend. The ramp is a very long ways away and it's causing some issues. Take this out, and it looks like most of the cloak things I saw were actually a giant army of observers. Well, they'll just be able to see their own doom, I guess. There we go. Now we can head back to the space, and we're just going to leave the lings here to defend because it's... Huh, that is a lot of stuff. Yeah, and they just keep dropping more and more DTs over here. I think that if we get rid of the buildings, they will stop. At least I like to believe that. That's probably enough on that. Ooh, cool Reaver position, actually. That's really neat. Utilizing the That was cool! Dude, the Starcraft 1 AI accidentally does some really cool stuff sometimes. It's a lot more weirdly dynamic than Starcraft 1 occasionally, and I love it. You just never quite know what you're gonna get. Okay, seriously, stop dropping this area. It's mine. I own it. I think we have to kill this pylon for them to give up. Okay, we're gonna leave these guys over here as defenders. We're gonna leave like 12 Zerglings over here as defenders. And then the next big attack set is going towards that middle base. And it is also going to have a lot of defenders. Huh? Do you not understand how this ramp works? It's like right over there. Okay. Some of them got it. Others did not. Hey, this area just didn't have anything because they pulled all of the defenders to the other places. Cool. Now we're going to try to dive the main base after we take down all the buildings, of course. There we go. We're going to leave a group of defenders, as always. And keep the momentum going. Now, the main base, I think, is going to be the part where we just take a lot of damage. I heard a Dark Templar over there. Because there's a ramp. What? Why was this base so easy? Wait a moment, where's all the units? Man, they really pulled everything, didn't they? I was not overstating what they did. They literally nothing to defend their base. That's insane. What a bad strategy. Yeah, leaving behind Dark Archons is not a great idea when they don't have an attack. Hey, you're not a worker. Misty understands. I'm not going to re-expand right now if I don't have to, because I just don't see the point. Oh, there's some DTs over here. But I think we have enough momentum to end the game. Assuming the telemetro sites don't send too much. Hey, mind control my Zergling, come on. Let's finish this base off. Here come the Overlords. At which point the DTs are no longer going to be a problem. I like that every time we find this pack of observers, there's another one. They keep building them. I don't know why they do it, but it's really funny to me. Man, imagine if they spent their gas on anything useful. Life would be so difficult. Fortunately, our opponent is actually Pig Baby from, like 2012. Or was he Heart of the Swarm? I think he was Heart of the Swarm, yeah, because he did like Tempest Rushes and stuff, but he also would build like 87 observers against Terran. And Rotterdam thought it was the coolest thing that has ever existed. The only reason I remember it is because I also thought it was the coolest thing that ever existed. I proceeded to use that that build for like years and would die because I built too many observers and then couldn't hold. Yeah, living the dream. Let's go clear out this last base. Honestly, real smooth mission. The DTs were fun to deal with, but they weren't like really, really grave threats or anything. Good number of scouts here. However, I'm not seeing DTs that'll be able to cause too much issues, so we can start moving with Duran to the various locations. We just gotta micro him and make sure he doesn't attack anything. This area sure has a lot of scouts. I've never really noticed that before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 scouts. That's like a maxed out army worth of Zerglings in terms of resources. Oh, dude, they got carriers. Look at that. The non-golden armada is coming for us. I don't know what the Shakuras armada is called.
What do you need?
There's a DT up here. I don't know. I can't be bothered. Let's go over here. There we go. Beacon number 1. We're gonna head over to beacon number 2. I feel bad for them. Let's try to get them out of here. Even if they're going to drop the area. I don't think they will anymore. Not at least in large numbers. You gotta send a couple sacrificial lings so they stop chasing. Imagine if scouts did like, imagine to yourself as a player, if you want the context. You invested 275 minerals and however much gas it is to make a scout. Is it 125? And you built 8 of them. Then your opponent sends in 3 Zerglings, and those 3 Zerglings manage to live for like 40 seconds just under them. And you're just sitting there like, yeah, I'm really glad I made this investment into a unit. It absolutely was well tested. What are these dying to? I thought I retreated them, but now they're all dead. I'm gonna send some investigative lings. It's gonna be like the Detective Pikachu of Starcraft to figure out exactly what happened. This was a pretty gruesome murder case over here. Send the overlords. And we will see. We're gonna hit him with a flank. Maybe it was DTs. It's always DTs. Yep. A host of them. They're coming. All we gotta do is awkwardly walk away for a while. Come on, buddy. You can make it, overlords. I gave you the speed upgrade. There we go. An invested Duran moves over to the Talametros beacon. And to the final one. You know, if I was playing super safe and didn't want to be worried, I absolutely would cloak Duran right now. Just to make sure that he manages to get past all 8 of these scouts and gets to the final point. But there are 8 scouts, so I don't care. He's gonna be fine. Let's see how this goes. He takes 3 damage per shot. Oh, it's so... They just don't care.
Send my minions down to the planet and have them retrieve the matriarch. Duran, ignite the charges.
Ignition commencing.
Oh, no, you cannot attack during this, bud.
Right away.
That would be bad. Hey. That's the StarCraft 1 equivalent of when they blew up the planet.